You know what I've noticed lately? People don't like to listen. In possibly one of the most contentious times in our history, the art of civil conversation has largely been lost, sowing distrust and lack of understanding. And frankly, this lack of conversation is a detriment to progress in many respects. Particularly as the debate over gun violence in America heats up, the one thing that is truly missing from this conversation is civility. Hey guys, my name is Ryan, and if you like hearing the news but you don't want to be quite as serious about it, make sure you hit that subscribe button and notification bell. You know what, I get it. We like our comfort zones. We like living in our little community bubbles where all of our opinions can be ricocheted off of every surface, reaffirming our ideologies. Whether they're true or not doesn't really matter. See, that's exactly where we are in the gun debate, in our own little bubbles. I know this isn't a particularly fun topic, and you know I hate being serious. I hate it. But we need to talk about this. The inability of us to listen to an opposite opinion from our own has frankly become troubling. I'm so frustrated, in fact, that not even masturbating has helped. Am I doing it wrong? I don't know. So what is the remedy? Why can't we listen to one another? Over time, I've learned that in order to have a fruitful civil exchange, it requires humility, fairness, civility, constructive criticism, appreciation, and for a bonus, I'll throw in not being a complete asshat. All of which are currently lacking in the debate about gun violence in America. So I ask you, why do you think it is so difficult to have a civil discussion about opposing beliefs, and how can we overcome this obstacle? Leave a comment down below. So what is humility? Well, humility is a matter of knowing your strengths and your weaknesses. If you don't recognize your strengths, you won't appreciate what you have to contribute to a conversation, and if you don't recognize your limits, you won't appreciate how much you need to learn from the conversation, and you may make yourself look like a complete idiot. Frankly, no one is learning from the gun debate. For instance, bald chick and Parkland teen activist Emma Gonzalez said in an interview recently, "I don't really care what people who defend the Second Amendment have to say." Well, that's good, because apparently they don't care what you have to say either. And frankly, that's a lost opportunity on both sides. Fairness. Oh, fairness is truly lacking also in the gun debate. The test of fairness is whether the other side would accept your description of their point of view as accurate and complete, which they don't. And that's a shame. Now personally, I think the NRA has been treating the Parkland teen activists unfairly by treating this debate as a false binary choice. You're either for the Second Amendment or you're against it. You're either against all gun reforms or you want to take away everyone's guns. And I'm sorry, but the debate is just not that black and white. Hell, as Parkland student Jocelyn Corin put it, "You're missing the point. We don't want to take away your gun rights. We just want to prevent Americans from owning assault weapons and to tighten the methods at which a person can purchase a firearm." And the NRA claiming that those who want a ban on the sale of assault weapons are anti-Second Amendment is no more reasonable than McDonald's claiming that Weight Watchers is anti-food because they want us to cut down on Big Macs and fries. Which you should. We got an obesity problem, people. And look, I know I'm gonna get crapped on for this, but guys, it's just my opinion. Fairness in conversation demands that we recognize the strengths and weaknesses in our own arguments. And both sides have them. Fruitful conversation requires civility. Haven't heard that one in a while, have we? Civility requires the avoidance of rudeness and ideally extends to mutual respect and courteousness. Something that not even our great leaders can muster. Civility allows you to attack the opponent's position, but not that person themselves. It requires a constructive rather than a destructive approach to criticism. In simpler terms, determining what is best in the opposing point of view and then working on it together to build a consensus. But Ryan, that would require people on both sides to listen to each other. Ew, that's no fun. But guess what? Neither side has all the answers, and I know that for a fact. Frankly, if you're truly confident in your beliefs, after all, you should be willing to entertain any argument against them. If you're right, your point of view prevails, and if you're wrong, well, at least you know better now. I suppose at the end of the day, the solution is to simply take time, listen, and rationally discuss issues. I know, groundbreaking stuff here. But the true test will be to see if we can actually do it. Remember, I'm Ryan, and I'll see you guys in the next video.